In this video, I will show you how to put together this this caramel basic candy apple box, or caramel apple box, however you candied it. So it fits, has a little hole for the stick for those that want to use it. This I use at a 65 pound cardstock. Probably not quite strong enough, so I'm doing 80 pound. So anyways, I did this because I was doing a test where you could print out the actual cardstock, and I only had 65 handy at my test. So there are two versions of the box, and so you can see that it's bowing on the bottom, just so you can see. So that's why it's not strong enough. So anyways, for this video, I'm going to show you the two different versions of the boxes, one with 12 by 12 and one with letter. So when you use the letter version, there's two different folders in the SVG file, and one is this where it comes in pieces so you can use letter size. So one of the files will be these two together. You'll just have to ungroup it and attach the score lines if you're using Cricut. And these are just two pieces for 12 by 12s. So just to give you an option. So I'm going to put together this one, which is going to go the same as this. So this is going to glue together like that. And then this is similar. It's going to glue together. The difference is that we're going to add the right there. Add the lid so you can see it's the same. So we're going to do this one. This is a letter size one. So for the 12 by 12, you don't need to attach this. So I'm using Barely Art glue. Let's go ahead and put this aside. So make sure you get the file out of the complete file of the folder you need to if you're using Cricut. So the tab is the shorter, this is the smaller of the two, and this is the part that will go in the other side. So make sure you use the smaller that's indented a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and line this up like that. So line this edge up right here to the tab fold of the lid. Again, double check to make sure that you are gluing the shortest tab and the angled one. And then this will look just like the 12 by 12 cutout. So I don't need to show you how to put the 12 by 12. This is it right here. So add glue to this tab. And I would pre-fold everything. I didn't note that, but make sure everything's folded prior on the score lines, so you don't have to score it, this big thing. So you wonder if where this came out of, kind of right field. In 2017, somebody asked me to make one of these. I didn't do the best in 2017, I have to admit. But I just went and picked up a caramel apple the other day, and I thought, I'm just going to put it in my store. So I added a couple panels for the strength. So like that. So we'll go ahead and you'll see that goes there. You don't need to use the panels. Like that, and like that. So we're just going to glue these on. So you just want to make sure when you're gluing these on that you have it's centered. And so you'll see right here it's centered. So we're going to add light glue, a little bit heavier than I wanted to. So I made it kind of a fall theme, since most of the time the apples come out at fall, during fall. Especially people that make carameled apples and all that fun stuff. But I'm sure there's some that make it during other seasons, so this could be something for Christmas as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just center this. So you notice with the opening, so we also have a window panel that would go on the inside. There's an alternate way to put it on, but the inside is the basic one. So I'll go ahead and finish putting these on, and then I'll show you the window panel. Okay, so I finished putting these panels on. We can go flip this over, and the panels will make it stronger on the sides, but it doesn't. It's really the bottom that makes a difference. That's why you want to use a thicker cardstock. I would recommend it probably about 110 at least. I need to see what the equivalent is for GSM, but anyway, it's 110 pound paper at least, just to hold the bottom. But in the file there'll be an alternate file panel that you can cut out that you can put at the bottom if you need additional support. So right there, we're just going to go ahead and add this panel inside the window panel. So be careful not getting glue on the front. Then we'll fold it over. So this is a basic box. Fold it over, add glue to this tab. And what's nice about these boxes is that you can make a bunch of them. Let's say you make, I don't know, maybe this is not great for somebody who sells apples, but let's say you make about 6 apples or something for family members. You can go ahead and make them up to this point, and you don't have to. You can just store them flat, because these are just, down here are is a closure, an unglued closure. So the way we close the bottom, so let me just go ahead and fold that top here. So, and this is the reason I say to fold it first, because I didn't fold it first. So I'm going to fold this in. I'm just going to put this in for now, so I can do the bottom. Okay, so what we want to do is take these little fork ones, like there, that piece first, and put these side ones in like that, and then like this. That closes the box. And then to put the caramel apple in, let's go ahead and get that. So you can see I didn't do this, so I didn't make this. So I'm going to stick this, open these little flaps up, stick it in, get the pretty side towards the front, whichever is good for you. Now look through the window. Now look through the window. And then fold these sides in, fold this over, and get that stick through. And then go ahead and close this. So this one leans a little bit. That's the reason why you have that hole, just in case it leans through. So right there. And you can see, I'm going to show you, with this 80 pound, it's a little bit stronger, so you could get by with that. But I wouldn't say this is something I would sell. I would have something a little bit more sturdy. Like I said, I'll have an alternate. Just look in the extras folder if you want just a panel that you glue on the inside to secure it, strengthen it a little bit. But that's it. Let's go ahead and put together the other one. So this is the 12 by 12. So that's basically it, but I'm going to just pre-fold everything. And this is identical to the other one, but I'm just showing you one more time. So if you just want a plain box without any panels, you can do this. I personally don't say if you can cut it out, why not make it pretty, especially if you're not using it for a business or something like that. So this is a textured cardstock from American Crafts. Go ahead and line that up. And then just put the window in. Oh, and I told you earlier that the alternative for putting the acetate is if you have that front panel, you can always put this behind the front panel. This right here. Instead of gluing it on the inside. But that means acetate will be on the outside. So it's just a give and take depending on what you want to do. Just center it. Making sure you don't overlap on any of these scores. And then we'll just fold this over. And glue it shut. So I'm hoping somebody can get some use. If you do like this project, if you can give me a little thumbs up or like on the video, and or subscribe if you haven't already done so. Again, I'm just going to fold that in. Just fold that over for now, so it's not in my way. To close it, again, the little two-prong part first, and then the sides, and then this flips in. And then you can see it's flat on the bottom. That's it. So we have all three of these. That's the one with the caramel apple in it. Here's one without the panels. And here's one I did with printed cardstock, which was not quite heavy enough. Again, even though this is, if this is 80, if you use 80, I would say use the additional panel that's in the extras folder to give it a little bit more security on the bottom. But once you glue it in, of course, you can't flatten the box anymore. So that's it. Here's all three boxes. I hope somebody can find this useful, and I thank you so much for watching.